Howdy, y'all, and welcome to the EEARSS podcast produced by Terrier TV. I am Alligator Robb. I want to give a quick thank you to Edna Wilson with Celebrate Remax Aerospace for sponsoring our program. Edna and her team would love to help you with your home buying or selling needs. You can reach out to her at ednawilson.com. Bill, Cindy, what's happening?
It's the end of the school year, man. I'm just glad I made it through a day.
You're just enjoying yourself. You're having a great day, aren't you?
No. This was like senior exam day, and
it was stressful.
You're trying to get everything together and finish up stuff. And so my TV1 classes are all working on projects, and some of them are closer to being finished than others.
As you look into the control room.
As I look into the control room.
Some of them leave their scripts laying out and on the desks. And
they do that.
Then you start reading them, and they all freak out and run in here and try to grab things back from you. And it is what it is. But we're just finishing up, and so it's always a little stressful. Next week will be easier because we'll get done. Okay. What's the last day next week? Is it Wednesday?
No, we go all the way to Friday.
Oh.
Now the seniors graduate on Thursday, and then the regular exam days are Thursday and Friday.
But this is the seniors' last day.
The seniors, they have to come on Monday for first and second block, and then we kick them off campus.
So should we give our seniors that are in there a nice thank you?
Oh, yes, we should definitely do that.
Go right ahead, sir. Lead the way.
So our seniors who have been here and helped us out for most of this, since January. I mean, Michael Moquin is on audio. He's doing audio. So
making the magic happen.
He's the reason that nothing is too loud or too soft.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
And then Brandon Horton is on the switcher.
In full helmet.
If you guys can't see him, but he's in full military garb.
Or halo. It's a halo helmet, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is a halo helmet. Yeah, he's nodding at us.
Nodding,
He's nodding at us. And so he's working the switching between cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And
then we have our up-and-coming student that's going to be hosting the next few years.
Protege.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed. She's a master of the graphics. She doesn't like to admit it because she doesn't like to work with it, but she's pretty dang good with it.
Oh, yeah.
It's an interesting secret. So big things for this weekend? You have plans for this weekend, Cindy?
As always, I hope not.
Oh, no. I mean, no exciting things to go do?
No, it's audit season, so my goal for this weekend is to hibernate and recharge.
That's fair.
So no camping or anything like that?
No, I'm being boring this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Well, what about over the summer? I mean, we have the summer coming up. What's happening this summer?
Oh, gosh, I don't even know.
Okay. You guys haven't made any crazy plans?
You just say, make plans, and I'll be there. Tell me when to be there.
That's solid.
The not problem. I was going to say problem. It's not a problem. The awesome thing is Maddie does competition dance, and they've got some big competitions over the summer. So planning trips around that has been a little challenging. Like, we're not quite sure when they're all going to be yet.
When you're talking dance, like she has competition dance,
explain
that
fight
in
with
layman's
swords.
terms.
They get together, they battle.
It's a dance battle.
Yes, it's a dance battle. They ride it on horses.
Forever.
It's kind of like a jousting match, actually.
Like, I know I have buddies who have younger kids that they're in cheerleading and stuff, and then you hear about people in these dance competitions, and you're like, is it like a whole army of them walk out together and just break it loose? I mean, I don't know.
Like in the old days when you used to have, what was it? In your days, Frank,
in my days, oh dear Lord.
We had the guys that used to spin on cardboard. Those guys.
Oh, breakdancers.
Breakdancers, there you go.
I know what that word is.
And they would have battles.
Did you ever see the movie Break It On? Or Break It On? Bring It On?
Bring It On, yeah.
I saw bits and pieces
exactly
of it.
like that.
Is it for real?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I don't know. Do you know anything about it?
I do know.
Do you really?
There you
Where
go.
does she dance?
She dances at TBJC.
Oh, they're wonderful.
Oh, yeah. She's been there she's been there since she was, I think, 3.
Yeah. That's
Been there
awesome.
for a while. So these competitions, she does a couple different kinds of dance, but she also does baton twirling. So that's what we're doing over the summer.
Oh, okay. Well, you could take somebody out with a baton.
Yeah, I know. Just got serious. It might as well be carrying swords. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, there have been a lot of like black eyes.
Oh, yeah,
scrapes.
I'm sure. Yeah. Well, because you throw that thing and you got to look up. And boom.
Yeah, hence not having sharp ends on a baton, right? Because you just impel yourself like a million times over.
Could you imagine?
No. It'd be a bloody mess.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't be good.
Yeah. So yesterday, we had a conversation, I don't know, maybe 20 episodes ago about this random crocodile that showed up in Satellite Beach, which is funny that nobody still knows about this. Even I don't know. I think people know about it, but maybe they just try to
Wasn't
be
he
like.
originally in Cocoa Beach?
No, he was in Satellite Beach,
okay.
South A1A, like the 7700 block of A1A,
Okay.
way down there, like just south of Archie Carr, but just north of the inlet.
Okay.
And well, yesterday he showed up walking down Satellite Beach Boulevard. So
Okay.
after all this time, and so he ended
He
up
must really like it there. Maybe he owns property.
I think he searches me out. I think he
Okay.
searches me out is what it is.
I love that we had just had a conversation about how well he had done at staying hidden
Oh, he
and
was
not
being
drawing attention, and then boom, my entire Facebook feed was this crocodile, and I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, I'm like,
Frank.
dude, you did so good at staying in just incognito mode, and I don't know what happened, but he felt the need to raise his hand and go, hey, by the way, here I am, guys. How y'all doing?
I'm still here.
I've missed you all. How you doing? But yeah, so he ended up in a culvert underneath a driveway of I guess it was a vet's office. I'm not sure what it was, but I know there were dogs coming and going in cars. You'd see poodles go by, So it was. I don't know. I enjoyed that part about it.
Poor guy, you ruined his like all-you-can-eat buffet that he was planning.
I don't think it was that, but we caught him and moved him, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens from there.
We'll see if he stays
He
hidden.
stays hidden this time.
Yeah, it's as big as Brevard's getting. I don't think his odds are. I don't think his odds are likely.
Yeah.
I think we'll. I hope not, but I think we'll probably meet again. I mean, I would like to see him again, but I would like to see him on different terms where I was just going, how cool is that? Okay, go be sneaky.
Yeah, not people freaking out over his existence.
Yeah, pretty much, which is what everybody's doing right now. I had one. Cracks me up to say it. I had a someone maybe in the media call me and say, "Hey, there's a crocodile in Melbourne Beach, and someone threw a brick at it and it stuck to it." And I was like, "That's not a okay. I'll just leave it alone." Like, wow, that's incredible that a brick stuck to it.
Is it a tracker?
Yeah. I'm like, let's just leave it alone, Frank. Let's walk away from it. But tonight, I guess at 10 o'clock on Fox News, I have a special. I didn't realize it was on tonight, but they told me about this morning. Yeah, so I have EEARSS has a special on Fox News tonight at 10 o'clock.
Oh,
I have
cool.
to say you are probably the only person I know that is just surprised to find out they have a special on TV.
I did a talk with them. I did a talk with them about 3 weeks ago, where we went and looked at some alligators. We talked about alligator safety stuff, complacency and all that good jazz. And they told me they'd let me know when they put it all together. Just randomly this morning, I started having people mention it to me the other day, like, we've seen these commercials with you on it. And I said, commercials with me on it? Like, what?
There you go.
So, yeah, they called me this morning and said, yeah, so by the way, that is airing tonight. It's called When Florida Attacks. And I'm like, oh,
What?
dear Lord.
No.
It should be called When Florida's Provoked or something, you know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, it just,
Right.
like, oh,
when you
Lord.
poke Florida real
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
When you start pulling out Florida's nose hairs, yes, or
Yeah.
something along those lines.
There you go.
Oh, Lord. Okay, guys, you ready to talk with our
Yes.
guest
Oh,
today?
yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay. So today on the podcast, we are joined by a lady who's been a dear friend of mine for quite a while now. I want to say since 2016 or 17,
Yeah.
something along those lines. We are joined by Caroline Dotson Padgett. How are you doing, ma'am?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. So you're kind of a jack of all trades. The fact that you can do anything to help me out anytime these opportunities I
try
find
my
myself
best.
in, it's kind of crazy. But you're a hairstylist by trade.
Yes.
So, and you're from.
Savannah, Georgia.
So tell us about that journey of growing up there and how you ended up in Titusville.
Okay, so 7 years ago, I came to Titusville with my 3 children, and the journey began there. So I started at Hair Cuttery, and
Which is where we first met.
it is.
Yep.
And most of my clientele came from there, and my clients became friends and family.
We were talking about this before we started. There is something about a hairstylist when you find somebody that's a good barber. I know you have one.
Oh yeah,
that
definitely.
There's something about it when you find it. There must be scientific facts out there somewhere that prove this. But for me, that's one of my most relaxed places where you have conversations that you usually don't have probably anywhere else.
I feel like I know a lot,
Yeah.
a lot of
Oh,
things.
yes. Oh, yes.
People claim it's a bartender or
Yeah.
something, but I'm pretty
Yep.
sure it's a hairstylist.
Hairstylists and
True.
bartenders, they are also in the mental health field.
Yes,
They-
definitely.
Do you find that quite a bit that people seem to almost
they want to tell you everything.
Yeah, they come to you to get a haircut, but really they're there to have a conversation with you and have you help them through things.
Yeah, you hear
Very
their happiest stories, their saddest stories, everything in between.
You go through things with their families, and you go through it with them.
Yeah, it's incredible to me that things you don't think. There's been movies and things made about it and TV shows about barbershops.
Oh yeah.
And you just until you sit back and really think about it, there's a lot to it. But tell us about the world of hairstyling. So you just recently, you went through a bunch of different places you worked at. You started at Hair Cuttery, went to several different places.
I did.
And you just opened up your own place.
I did.
So tell us about that.
So it's been an incredible journey. I worked at 3 wonderful places: Hair Cuttery, Color Bar, and Southern Roots. And then I was given an opportunity to open my own salon, and I took it and ran with it.
So where is that at, and what are you guys? What's the plans there?
So it's 143 Harrison Street, Titusville. I have 2 stylists, my mom and I, and then an esthetician, Terry, and then a nail tech and a lash artist.
Okay, for those guys like me who have no idea what the word esthetician means, can you break
Skincare.
that? Oh, skincare. Okay, yeah. Like I don't know.
Okay. I didn't know either, but I wasn't going to ask.
Yeah, have you ever had one of those hand things or foot things? What are they called?
A
Them?
hand
Oh
thing.
no.
I hear about them, but I've never. Is that
like
is
a
that what you're talking
manicure
about?
or a pedicure?
Yeah, I've never.
A
Look,
wax.
You
hand.
ever-
Yeah, I was like, where are we going with this?
Yeah, you ever see those grabbers and those feet down there? Anyone want somebody messing with those things? I'd feel bad for them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, good Lord, I'm sorry, y'all. But so you guys do. You have a lot of different things you're doing there. Obviously, you're doing
It's full
skincare.
service.
Okay, so somebody can come there and get a haircut and have all that stuff done at the same time.
Definitely.
And how often
Assembly line.
How often are you seeing that happen, or is that what people are doing?
Actually, today, yes.
Really?
Yeah. So we went in at 9, and then so the hair and then nails, skin, and lashes, all of it.
So what are some things you think that you've gained from your journey of working with people's hair that you're taking now to your business side? What are some fundamental lessons maybe you've learned about bookkeeping or something that you think you've kind of carried over?
So bookkeeping, I have an accountant in Savannah that's going to take care of
Good.
all that. Yes,
Good.
because it's a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Once you
It
start
is.
dealing with your own business. But now, let me ask you, when's your busy time of the year? When does everybody want to get their hair done?
Okay, during the holidays,
Okay.
and then the snowbirds come in because it's Florida.
Right?
So honestly, it's busy for me. When you build a clientele, it's consistent and it's busy all year.
Right. Okay. Wow.
Give me a weird hair fact.
A weird
Yeah.
hair fact.
I don't know anything other than I have hair that grows. I don't know a whole lot about hair. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure you see a lot of different things. People with dry skin that need to use a certain type of shampoo, and that's what's so crazy about a hairstylist in general.
We do
You got to
see it
know
all.
everything.
Yes,
You
we
got to
do
know
see it all.
everything.
So if there's something on your scalp, you usually use tea tree, to help it. But that helps with multiple things, like skin. But
That's a really
Does it?
good point, because
is.
stylists have to know dermatology. They
You
have to
do.
know chemistry. You have
Psychology.
to know
Mixing color,
everything.
yes.
Psychology. Yeah, legit. You're wearing so many hats while you're cutting people's hair.
Well, and then you start dealing with color and
Oh,
all
yeah.
of that. That's
And you have to know what to mix to get
Uh-huh.
red hair, blonde hair, brown hair.
so you're a chemist as well. You're saying.
True.
Oh yeah, because if you're not a good chemist, you
Oh,
mess
no.
somebody's head up.
Burn their lungs out.
Been there. Yeah, been there.
Have you really?
I've had some bad color jobs over the
It
years.
happens.
Well, and you can't color something too much either, right? Or it'll all fall out.
Yes, if you lighten too many times. But now there's things you can put in color to protect. So
Okay, so being a hairstylist, what is the worst thing you've seen come in from somewhere else that you've had to repair?
that could be a haircut. But the thing about a haircut is if it's a bad haircut, you got 2 weeks and it'll grow out and it'll
There
be
you go.
fine.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, what have you seen anything better
Color.
than haircut? You've seen bad colors
So
too.
color, yes.
Oh God,
Give me
that's
an
got to be a
example.
nightmare trying to fix too.
Well, it can always be fixed. That's the thing. You can have a little cheetah print from blonde, but anything can be fixed.
So if somebody walks in when let's say they've had a combination of them both, they've had a bad haircut and a bad color, what are the first things you start to do to fix said situation?
So usually if you see a bad color, you can tone it to blend. You can highlight over a highlight, and it pretty much just blends the color in. And then a haircut, if it's uneven, you just blend it. It's simple.
So
It's simple
So-
for you.
Yes.
It is a
So-
nightmare for me.
What kind of color should we put on Frank? What should we
Oh,
do? What do
definitely.
you think we should do there?
Well, let's do highlights.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you
well, I
go.
kind
In
of
his
have
beard.
I kind of have natural
In
highlights.
his beard.
In his beard. There
I kind of do have some natural highlights going on. What's it
Yes.
called? What's it called when the sun colors your hair? I forget what the term is. There's a daggum term for it, and I can't
We're
think
just
of it.
talking about bleaching. I mean, the
Yeah.
sun kind of
Yeah.
bleaches
Yeah,
your
does.
hair.
It does.
It
yeah.
just lightens.
Yeah, it does. There was some. I heard a fancy term for it one time. I
Oh,
went,
did you?
"That's my jam. That's whatever that is what I got
That's
going
what
on."
I got
Yeah.
going. Okay.
I like it because it sounds funny. Sounds like a super fancy. Dear goodness gracious. The tea tree oil, though, that's a legit thing. And you actually turned me on to that stuff. And
It works.
I've been using it ever since. It is a lifesaver. Man,
Mm-hmm.
I like mint in general, though. So I'll eat mint on my steak and on my pizza and whatever else. I mean,
What is wrong with you?
Oh my
People do that on
goodness.
lamb, don't they?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
with
very
lamb,
different
yes.
than pizza.
Well,
Or
I am in the
steak.
shower. I am in the
A
shower, like
steak, yeah.
drinking the tea tree oil. You know what I mean? I ain't taking shots of tea tree oil. Going, this is the tea tree oil. Yeah, that's not what's going
You're
on.
not doing that.
I am not doing
But yet
that.
you had to specifically.
I'm considering
Oh, yeah.
it and right
to
now.
put
While we're
that
talking
image
about it. I'm
in our
considering it.
brain,
I'm blowing bubbles. Blah, blah, blah.
but you're not doing it. Okay.
Oh Lord.
And then also when we're talking about like dermatology, so I've seen multiple clients that'll have like a raised lump in their hair, and they'll go to the dermatologist, and it will be something that they have to get cut out. So you do have to know many things when it comes to hair and skin.
Yeah, that's a very common place for
It
skin
is.
cancer.
It
to
really
start.
is.
Wow.
Yeah, right at your hairline. Yep.
Things you don't think about. You know. I mean, good Lord, Caroline, you're kind of a superhero now too. That I'm thinking about it.
Oh, Frank.
Chemist, psychologist. What else are we adding to this? Dermatologist.
Dermatologist.
What I'm trying to think of.
Artist.
Artist. Yes.
Yep.
Good Lord. So you were doing this before you left.
I started at 15 with my mom.
Wow.
And in Georgia, we have an apprenticeship program through State Board of Cosmetology. So for 5 years, I was apprentice under her and then got my license at 20.
that is amazing.
And I'm 38 now.
That
so a
is
long time.
amazing.
That is awesome. It's good. So let's say we have somebody in the local community here or somebody else listening wherever,
Yeah.
and they want to get into cosmetology. What would you suggest the first step for them to be? Should they go out and work for somebody like you that's and watch them work, or should they be somewhere going to school for it? What's the correct avenue of for them to take?
In Florida, you have to go to school.
You have to.
You have to. But honestly, after school and after you get your license, the best way to learn is through experience. And so you'll learn everything you need to know when you're doing hair after you get your license.
And I've noticed, or maybe me and you've talked about this before, a lot of different hair facilities. I mean, what do you call them? They are not barber shops. What would you
Salons.
Salons. Oh my garage, man! I'm losing my hair facilities.
A hair
think-
facility.
I think all three of us said it at the same time.
yeah, like
Oh Lord, it's so funny.
picturing some like CIA research lab now, like a hair facility.
Hair facility.
They're
You got to
cloning.
scan your card to get in.
They're
That
cloning
is
hair there.
funny.
They're cloning hair there. Oh man. But dear God, Lord help me. I'm sorry. I just gotta recover. Most of the places that if you're going there to work at them, they have you renting a booth or an area in order to cut hair at it, right?
It's true.
Okay, so
Or you can work commission. And then, so as far as like a hair cuttery, it's 60-40 type of thing. And then they give you a paycheck. But honestly, booth rent is the way to go.
that's what I was gonna ask you. Somebody jumping in the field, you'd suggest booth rent.
Definitely.
It earns you a lot more money per hour or just per day.
It does.
Or, yeah. Okay.
It does. And then also you're building your clientele. So you're more apt to want to go to work and be there to build a clientele. Because if, the more you're there, the more you're going to build.
Okay. So what are the biggest things you see, that let's think out the next couple of years. What are some things you really want to do with this business? I know you're super new there. I mean, what is it, a month now?
Yes, it'll be 2 months on the 1st.
2 months on the first. That's incredible. So let's say a year out, 2 years out, where do you see it going? Where do you see the evolution of Sweet Caroline being?
I just want to grow my business and meet as many people as I can and be a witness to them as well.
That's awesome. Yep. Yeah, I know you are a woman of faith.
Yes, I
Yep.
am.
So tell us a little bit about that too.
So I go to the Grove Church, but I grew up in church going ever since I was little, and God has got me through many things, and He's the reason I'm here today.
No doubt about it. Yep. We both have that story in common.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's so Caroline was a dear friend of me going through all the stuff I went through too. I remember going there and having conversations with you and going, yep, so I'm not going to see you for a while because I'm fixing to get cut on, or, it was been so many things that, you've been a dear friend to me through, and I appreciate you, and you would always take me and refocus me too, which that's one of the many things.
I don't even think I knew I did that.
Yeah, one of the many things I always appreciate you. You would point me back toward my relationship with God, which is what you hope from any friend. That's what you hope anybody would do, is find a gentle way to not necessarily beat you with it, but turn you back in the right direction and kind of go that way. So I've always appreciated that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I don't think I realized I did that, but I'm glad that I did.
Yep, it's beautiful stuff. And you're right that a lot of times the people that are taking care of you and doing your hair become some of your closest friends. They truly do.
Yeah,
they truly do.
Absolutely.
I know you have a hairstylist you're close with.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. In fact, I need to go see her.
Yep.
It's been I have plans, but I didn't want to do it until school was over.
Yeah.
You have great hair.
Oh, thank you. It's just it's when it starts flipping in the back, it
Yeah.
starts driving me nuts. It's like, no, it's too long.
Story of my life, Bill.
Yeah. Well, that's I had there was a time in my life when it went down to the middle of my back.
Did you for real?
I grew it really long. Yeah.
We need pictures.
Oh, I can show you. I got a picture in my desk.
Yes.
Yeah. So I grew. Yeah. That, and then it wasn't gray then, and so I got the guy held the door open for me at a 7-Eleven in Orlando and said, "I got to hold the door for Jesus."
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. That took a turn.
Because that's what I look like. I'll show you the picture. You look at it and go, "Okay, I can see that."
That's pretty funny stuff. All right. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I really need to say thank you to Caroline thank you for being here and chatting with us. You guys have social media, and where at and what is it under?
So we have Instagram and Facebook, and it's under Sweet Caroline Salon.
Okay, and you guys are on Harrison. What address?
143 Harrison Street. Come see us.
And
Okay, that's close to US 1 then.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right by
Across from Hobby Lobby.
and right by the ice cream place, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, so
Everybody knows where that's at.
You can get a haircut and go get an ice cream.
There you go.
Or maybe one way or the other, that as long as they don't show up over there with ice cream in their hair, right? Then you're pretty much good.
But we can shampoo it out. It's fine.
Oh Lord! Well, thank you for being here and chat with us. You guys have anything crazy going on over the next week? Let's say. I know we're out of here for good.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, I'm heading to Chicago Sunday.
Oh,
That's
that's
awesome.
right.
Yep,
Oh.
I'm up there from.
You're going up there for an event, or?
Yeah, the Joel Murray, Bill's brother, holds the golf tournament I go up there for every year, called Canal Shores. So we do. They're raising money for first responders and kind of also at the same time giving them something else to focus on for those few days. So it's military guys, which I can't say who they are, but they're pretty awesome, and first responders from all over the country that have been through maybe school shootings or whatever it might be. Gives them a weekend to focus on other things other than the tragedies and different things they've been through.
A little bit of a distraction.
Yeah, yep. So we as celebrities are supposed to make sure they're having fun.
Okay.
Yep, so I'll flip the switch from Florida Frank to Chicago Frank.
To Chicago Frank. Okay.
And we'll have a good time. But it's a lot of blessings. Then I think I'm back up there again. Like we talked to Seamus the other day. I'm back up there in June as well. So for their 5-year anniversary for Block Club Chicago. So
Okay.
yeah, a lot of pretty amazing things going on. Yeah, and the whole thing with Fox 35 at night, I still don't know make out of that, but didn't have a warning of that.
Yeah, it's
till
just 'cause
a
you're a
day
star.
ahead of time.
You're a star.
Just again, it's the God's grace kind of working in mysterious ways. But man, we've had an awesome season. Caroline, I can't think of a better way to end this season than having you on here chatting
I'm
with
thankful.
you. This is quite a blessing. I'm getting all choked up, man. I got to pull myself together here. Like, goodness
do.
gracious. Thank you all for another wonderful season. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you all in there in the control room for everything you guys have done to hold this together and keep us going. It's been an awesome year. I'm gonna pass it over to you for a second.
Okay. So, I don't know. What am I going to say? So anyway,
The
yeah,
pressure's on.
this summer I'm traveling around and I'm going on a tour. I'm going to visit friends. In June, I'm going to visit friends.
Is that when you're going to Alaska?
No. Alaska is July. July is Alaska. June, I'm going to visit friends that I haven't seen in a long time. Go and stay with them. And
What state is that in?
well, some in Virginia, and then I'm going to Ohio.
Okay. What part of Ohio?
Ohio, between Columbus and Dayton.
There's my mom says Ohio.
Okay.
Ohio.
Yeah, there you go. But I'm going to see a friend of mine who I used to work with. We used to travel together. We were partners, and I haven't seen him in a couple of years.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And so yeah.
That'd be awesome.
My stepdad's from Ohio.
Really?
Okay, whereabouts?
Commercial Point.
Okay,
It's near Columbus, like 20, 30 minutes.
okay.
Yeah.
I think like everything's near Columbus. I think if you go to Ohio, you just say it's near Columbus.
That is where everybody usually starts at. Yeah, they
That's
start
true.
there and go, it's near this, or it's Dayton gets broke out sometimes.
Yeah.
Dayton, you hear Dayton occasionally get broke out, but not as often as Columbus by any means.
Nope.
All right, let's end this.
So Columbus, Ohio brought you back. Is that
It did. Yeah, I was able to refocus.
That's
I
good.
was able to
That's
refocus.
good.
But all right, guys, thank you for tuning into the EEARSS podcast. This is a wrap for season 2. Super appreciate it. Again, thank you to Edna Wilson with Celebrate RE/MAX Aerospace for sponsoring our program. Thank you again, Caroline, for being on here. Go find her, get a haircut, get your get your skin fancied up. I can't even use the fancy words right now. Oh my garage. Go see Caroline and get yourself all good looking. If you're
Thank
not
you,
already.
Frank.
Yeah. So thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you next season. Bye bye.